Good evening, you guys. Hey, it's Marlene, and you have reached Marley Grace Creations. Welcome to my page. We are in the process of doing 30 Days of Pumpkins. Tonight is pumpkin number 13. This is the one we're using for tonight, number 13. So we're going to do just a few things to that and a few things to this tray. We're going to make a pretty simple arrangement for your table. Hey, Lane, how are you? So, there's not going to be a whole lot of painting tonight, and there's not going to be a whole lot of, like, no decoupage or anything like that. We're going to, let me move it over here so I can get you guys, you can see what I'm doing. Let's see, I'm more comfortable there, so let me move you there. There you go. Hey, Jill. Hey, Donna. Hey, Betty. Hey, Lane. Hey, you guys. Thanks for hopping on. If you're watching me right now and that live button's on, then you know I'm live. And you guys who have subscribed or not, just welcome to my YouTube channel. So, let's get started. Introductions are hard. They are hard. Hey, Carolyn. I'm doing a small table arrangement. I know a lot of people don't have great big tables, and this one's pretty simple. I'm getting this sticker off. I got this tray from Goodwill, a month or two ago, I guess. Maybe not that long. For 99 cents. Hey, Victoria. How are you? For 99 cents. So, and this is not one of those little cheap Dollar Tree, metal, aluminum, whatever. This is a pretty heavy-duty tray, and I love the shape of it. It kind of, it's deep, but it goes up a little bit. Hey, Ava, how are you? And so let me just get all the stickers off this thing. I'm going to paint this with some Waverly. Do I want to do cashew? I think I don't want to do cashew. Hold on a minute. I think I want to do, where is my, okay, where's my plaster? There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, I'm going to do plaster on this. Hey, Emma Kay. I can never get these jars open. You know, I think before I go live, I should test all my jars and get them open, because this is, you don't think about not being able to get your jar open until you're doing a live and you're trying to get your jar open. So, hey, you guys, there we go. There we go. Let me get something to paint in. Just pour a little bit in here. There's a lot of crusties in that lid. You don't want those in there. And this is so simple, anybody can do this. You don't have to have a whole lot of stuff. Chances are some of you already have some of this stuff laying around in your stash from last year, and you can use not exactly what I'm using. You can use anything you love, and I'll show you. I'm just taking a baby wipe and cleaning this tray. It's dusty. And I'm not painting the bottom. I like to leave it silver if it's a pretty tray. I like to leave it. I don't know where that little bit of tape came from, but we're going to leave that too for now. Okay. All right. Let me get... Thank you. They were fun. What you showed us? Let's see. Pumpkins. Have I seen those, Emma? I don't know if I have or not. I saw something, I think, that you posted. I'm getting a really thin coat on this. I'm going to dry it and then do another coat. It sticks way better that way. Hey, Nancy. Y'all know I get an ugly coat on everything and get it dry, and this is what the paint will stick to. Okay, let me get that dry. See, that is ugly. That's what I call a quick ugly coat. See how ugly that is? Unless that's the look you're going for. Oh, good. I'll have to go look. Where did you post them, Emma? Did you post them on Marley Grace Showcase or in a private group or where? Hey, Kathy, how are you? Private group. Okay, I'll go look after the live, girl. I'm anxious to see those. Decoupaging with napkins to me is fun. I know people get tired of seeing them sometimes or watching you do it. There is, I mean, it does take practice. You can't just slap a napkin on and say, oh, I can decoupage. It is kind of a, there is kind of a technique to it, and you do need to practice some. Unless you're just naturally good at it, you know. Just getting a little more paint. I'm not even going to be too concerned about down in there because it's going to be a flower arrangement with the pumpkin in this for your table or put in your kitchen. You can put it on your vanity in your bathroom, put it on the back. The size it is, you can put it on the back of your commode if you really wanted a pumpkin in there. So a lot of people decorate with Christmas trees in every room, and there's a lot of people who decorate and put a pumpkin in every room too. I generally do, not a big one, just something. And this is something that's neutral. It can be farmhouse, it'll go with French country, it'll go with anything, so. Back on out, work Tuesday now. Oh no. Bless your sweetheart. You cannot win for losing, can you, girl? Hey, Laurie. Now, if you like neutral, what I'm doing tonight is pretty much like whites and greens and tan and all that, just neutral soft colors. But if you like orange pumpkins and orange sunflowers, the bright yellow gold sunflowers, you can use that. You can use anything you want to. If you want it, you know, if you want to see bright sunflowers on your table, magnolias on your table. Tonight we're going to use some white sunflowers with this. Okay, let me get a little more on the top part because the other part is not important. It won't matter. We don't need to go that far. Just the top part here. Make sure it's covered because that's the part that's going to show, if any of it shows. Not much of it's going to show at all. Good. Thank you for sprinkling, girl. That's important stuff, right? Okay, I think that is good. Let me get that brush and some water. Get rid of that little tray. Get that dry. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Thanks for the floating hearts over there, y'all. I appreciate those. Now I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper to the edges. I want some of this silver to show through this. I have had a good day, Diane. We took a group of seniors to Lake Lure today not we took, but we went with and helped chaperone some seniors. We went on a picnic in the mountains and spent the day with them, and it was fun. We had a great day. As a matter of fact, Ava was there, weren't you, girl? Okay. All right, I'm just taking a little piece of sandpaper, y'all, and see these edges? It has a pretty little trim on it. I am just going to lightly go over that because I want a little bit of that silver to show. So it's just distressing it a little bit, not a whole lot. And you can use these, you can use the Dollar Tree trays for this. It doesn't have to be an expensive tray. It doesn't have to be the shape. Just use your imagination. I just want to inspire you to do one that you love, one of your own. Okay. That noise is brutal, is it not? Thank you, Laurie. I appreciate the stars. So, you see what it did to the edges. It just gave that detail back to us, right? Okay. Now, let me get some Spanish moss. Oh, good stuff. You know, first thing I'm going to do is glue a piece of foam in the middle because let's see, I want my pumpkin to sit up just a little bit higher than it is, so I'm just going to get a little square of this to go in the center. This stuff is messy. And I'm just using one of my little tools just to cut it. You can use anything you have. You can use a butter knife. You can use a roller. A roller would even cut this good. Okay, that's probably plenty for what I need. I don't think I'm going to need any more of that. Ugh, let me get rid of that. I think it's about time to redo my top here. But I have some notes on there I don't want to get rid of right now. Is this not plugged in? It is not. What in the world did I plug in? I'm wondering now what I did plug in. Okay, we are going to wait a minute on that because it's not plugged in. What are the odds of that? Okay, let me get some Spanish moss. Nope, if I start that, it'll just be... We'll just chat a minute. I hope everybody's had a good day. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. The beginning of the weekend. Has everybody got good stuff planned for the weekend? You know, while that's heating up, because I'm going to use that for other things, I'm going to use some, let's see, I'm going to use some, this glue in there. That'll work. Hey, Sharon. It'll take a little bit to hold this, and who knows, it might work better. We will see. I just need to get that secure. And right now, I don't want to wait on that heat tool. Swap meet. Oh, you went to swap meet? Or are you going tomorrow? That's always fun. Now, swap meet, you call the flea market swap meet, or is it something different? Okay, let me move that to the side because we're going to work on our pumpkin a minute while that's doing its thing. We are going to use a green pumpkin today. There's a lot of green, going to be a lot of green and white in this. Kind of a natural, more natural look. So let me get some white wax. I'm going to put white wax on this. Hey, Terry. How are you? I'm going to put some white wax on this and then wipe it back. I want to leave some white wax kind of on the top part and in the little ribs there. So, let's see here. I'm just going to use this sponge brush. Wipe that off. It's strong on there. This weekend at Swap Meet Flea Market. What are you cooking? Now this is not paint, y'all. This is wax. It's just white wax by Waverly. I'm just going to get a little on top. And I've had this forever. It goes so far. See, this is just Waverly's white wax. And it, like I said last night, I believe, it goes on kind of a vanilla look. And that's okay. I'm going to wipe it back and just leave some in the crevices there. It'll look like it's weathered in the garden like that. I want some on top. Not a lot, just a little bit. Mostly that's what's going to show. Okay, we have some in the creases. And that's going to dry a little softer than that. And y'all remember when you're drying these styrofoam pumpkins, don't leave the heat on them too long because you'll end up with dimpled pumpkins. Sometimes it looks kind of good though. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you are going to be one tired puppy tomorrow night. And it takes a little bit longer for wax to dry than paint. So now that plain pumpkin has a little more detail, and it looks like it's been outside. Okay, let's get our tray back. Let's see if we've got a little bit of hot glue this time. Yep. We're going to secure that back down and let that other glue help. And then I'm going to put this pumpkin on there. Already the way had set everything up. I guess so. That's the hardest part. I have some of these leaves from, I think they're probably supposed to be roses leaves from Walmart. I use them for a lot of things. They're good fillers. And so it's just a stem of roses, or stem of leaves. We're going to put that right there. I'm just going to kind of secure that in there. And I'm going to leave that kind of to the side there. Just real natural looking. And then I'm going to do another one on this side. If I can find another one. I know I have several out here. Okay, I'm going to do another one on this side. And I'm just measuring, I'm just holding it there. And just pushing that in the styrofoam. That styrofoam is not secure yet, but it's okay. It will be later. Hey, Rena, how are you tonight? Okay. Okay, I have 2 sunflowers here. This came this way in a bunch. I don't know. I've never seen it like that before. But we're not going to keep that whole thing. Let me get some Spanish moss in there first. That's what it needs right now. stuff is Messy, Messy, Messy Marvin. Let me turn it around so you can see that side. I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. So what this is doing is filling this up. I'm doing good, Renee or Rena. I hope I'm getting your name right. Okay, that feels pretty secure now. And I'm covered in Spanish moss. Thank goodness for vacuum cleaners, right? And you notice this pumpkin is not straight up and down. It's kind of on a curve a little bit. It looks more natural sitting like that. In the garden, that's how they are. So now I'm going to pick some of this moss up and just give it a little glue under there just to hold it down. It's not going to hold it completely because, you know, Spanish moss is just a hard thing to get the hold down. Okay. There. Okay, I love these big sunflowers. Let me cut them in half. I'm going to cut this one about right here. Oh, that was too easy. I love these white sunflowers. I'm not sticking it in the styrofoam. I'm just sticking it in the moss. Now, this might go in the styrofoam, but that was not my plan. Yeah, this will go in there just a little bit. Now, it's real secure. Now, see, that's simple so far. You've got a pumpkin, a few leaves that hardly even show, just to give it something on the sides, and a couple of sunflowers. So far, so good. And then I have this. I don't know what this is called, but I love this. I just have sprigs of it that I use on different things. And so I'm going to put some hot glue on this and just secure it on this side. And I want it to kind of go up and touch the pumpkin a little bit, like it's a vine growing there. Okay, now you can see this side. See, I just stuck it in there. And I have one more of those somewhere in the hiding spot. There it is. This one's a little bigger. It's not exactly the same, and that's okay too. Lost track of time. That's okay, Carla. You're not late. Thanks for coming on. I am making a simple arrangement for your table. Now yours, like I said, some of you who are just coming on, it's not going to look exactly like mine. And you can try if you want to. And you see, I don't really have a complete plan. I know what I want in here. And so I just add it as I go. And so right now we have, the pumpkin is up on a piece of styrofoam. So that's the start of the show, right? Of course, the sunflowers are pretty. And then I have Spanish moss, and I have some of this greenery in there. I'm going to tuck that down just a little bit more. But what I'm putting in there next will do that. So I've got some of this. It kind of looks like boxwood. And I just pull it apart. And I'm going to put some of that in there. just kind of fill some of this in. I need another glue stick. Oh, birthday before school. I know grands are sweet. I love mine. I've had one sick and then another one sick, so. And y'all, I'm not a florist. I don't do this for a living. It's just fun, and it's probably, some of you who do this for a living, it's probably not what you would do. That's okay. You just do it your way, just like I do, and have fun with it. And if you buy arrangements like this for your table at Hobby Lobby, oh my gosh, some of them are $50 and $60. Where's the rope? Not yet. Don't have any rope, Nancy. Not yet. You never know. Let's tuck this in. Can you guys see that side so far? All I'm doing is sticking it in here and filling in some spots. That's all I'm doing. Thanks, Nancy. Y'all are hilarious. Okay, there's that side with the boxwood in there. Let me put a little more boxwood on this side. You guys, this is going to be a record. See, I just buy these sprigs and I just pull them apart. I use them for a lot of stuff. And these colors will go with anything you have. But now, like I said before, if you wanted the traditional pumpkin, you just get some whatever color flowers, bright sunflowers, and an orange pumpkin in the middle, and do the same thing to it, and there you go. You have a traditional orange pumpkin. Okay, that's pretty much all that is. A tray. Nancy, here's the rope. No, I'm not done yet, but you know what? I'm almost done. Well, let me get, hold on just a minute. I need to get some little curlicue things. I want to make some of those for the top. I want a little more white wax on this pumpkin too. Tomorrow I move in with my son. Don't have much. Okay, we will. Is he having surgery or something's wrong, or you just need to do that? And you don't have to answer that. We're on live, you know, but maybe I've missed something if I don't know that he's sick or something. I'm just adding a little more wax. I want the white wax to show a little more than that. And I'm just using a soft brush and stopping. It's, I'll show you in just a minute. Oh, yes, that's right. See, I just added a little more, and see how it just stops? I mean, it drags. It's not just like, boom. It's not just hanging out in midair. It's blended. And now that's going to dry, and it's not going to be that white, but I wanted a little more of that on there. That's exciting. There's going to be hard days, but it's going to be good in the end. It's going to be worth it. Donna, are you still on here? I think I want that stem. Well, I kind of like the stem. You know what? I want some white wax on the stem. It's hard to live in the house with several people, but in the end, it'll be worth it. It'll be good. Hey, AB, how are you? Let me wipe some of that back. I just want it in the details. I don't want the thing white. Thank you, Susan. It's pretty simple. It really is. You guys just, you know, go to Goodwill and find any kind of tray. As you can see, the tray's hardly even showing. And so I've got the details in the tray just in case, like I can see a little of it right here and right here. Not much on that side though. But when you put this on your dinner table, no matter where somebody's sitting, they see a pretty side. So it's not just a front and a back. Is my wire. So nice to be off the weekend. I know. I remember those days. Of course, you know, after you retire, it gets every day's weekend. But then again, no day's weekend for me, really. So, okay, I'm just going to secure that under there. And then I'm going to get another piece. It's probably too long, but we'll see in a minute. I'll stick it up under there and then just wind it around under that stem. Just fishing it through there. I'm just taking my fingers and pressing it under there. There we go. That's under there pretty good. Okay, it's on both sides. Now, I am going to make the little curlicue thing. You know, that's a good size right there, I think. Let's get a bigger one than that. This will work. I'm just twisting around this paint dauber. How are you, Jerry? Okay, I like the way that one looks too. We get a little bit more under there and that'll secure it. Put a little bit of glue, just a tiny bit. I don't really want it to show. I just want it to hold that under there. Now I'm just going to make a little bow out of rope. And you can do all greenery. You can do lamb's ear. You don't have to have the sunflowers. You can add more sunflowers. You do it however you love it. We'll tuck that bow under there. Bring this one to the side this way. Okay, hold that just a minute. Cheerful. Thank you, Carla. I love these colors too. These are my favorite colors to decorate with. So this would go in my living room, in my dining room, in my bathroom, in my bedroom, in my guest room. So, you know what's in your house. Just think about your colors instead of having to redo everything. Just think about your colors and go, that'll look pretty. And then I had one of these, and I really love it, but I couldn't find two over there. I think this is all I have left of this. So I'm going to stick it somewhere. Maybe. Let's see, do I want it there? Oh, it looks cute right there. Let me stick it in there and I'll show it to you. Let me get it secure with some hot glue. Now this pumpkin is just sitting there and I glued the foam down. Let's see. It would even go, yes, it would go anywhere. This pumpkin is just barely there. The glue has not set yet, but it's going to. I put just some wood glue down and hot glue, so it'll hold. Oh, there's a big glob of hot glue. I don't want that there. Okay, y'all, and here's the sweet little thingies. I like one showing laying on the pumpkin. So no matter where you put this on your table, there you go. So there is 2 sunflowers is all I use. And I kind of set them down. Like, they're not flat, but they're kind of tilted. You know, they're not in there very well. Let me just give them a little dab of hot glue. I just stuck those in there, making sure they were in the right spot. Now, they are secure now. Thank you, y'all. Okay, and there I had one of those, and I just tucked it in there. So if I run across another one, I'll put one on this side. I like for both sides to be kind of the same. And if you can see, this little sprig that I have is really different. It's kind of in the same family, but it's really different. I don't know what those are, but I love them. I pick them up all the time at Hobby Lobby if I see them laying with a group of stuff. Okay. That is it for tonight. So, there you go. What do you think? I think it would have also been beautiful if this was an orange, a traditional orange pumpkin, and you put some white wax on there. And can you see the difference in the pumpkin with the white wax? I think it just gives it a whole lot. It looks more like a real pumpkin than a store-bought pumpkin. A styrofoam pumpkin, right? Okay. All right, you guys, that is it for tonight. Believe it or not, 40 minutes, really? This was a fast one. You guys, thanks for all the stars. I appreciate you. I can always count on you to applaud, girl. Thank you, AB. All right, you guys, I'm going to hop off from here and wait for Mr. FB to release this so I can load it to YouTube. So you guys, if you're watching me on YouTube right now, welcome and thank you so much. And you guys, find yourself a little tray, or you can use a box lid even. Just think about what you could use. You could find a box lid or a plate. You can use anything you want to put this together. Thank you, Carla. I love you too. All right, you guys, that's it for tonight. There you go. It's going to go on my dining room table for a little while, and then it's going to go in the auction. Okay? Love you guys. Happy weekend. But tomorrow being Saturday, I'll still be on here tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Okay? See you then. Good night.